Good morning. Actually, it's like not quite noon yet, so I'm still in the morning. Yay me. Oh, blue shadow, blue shadow. Okay, sorry. So this morning I was every morning when I get up, I listen to a podcast or watch a video, or maybe I'm engaged in a self-study program that I'm in, but I'm doing something while I'm eating breakfast that just kind of helps me keep in touch with this understanding of how life works from the inside out. And I do this because staying in the conversation, I'm finding, helps me have more and more insights as I go along. And it helps me to see how the world really works both through myself and through other people. I see other people not having an understanding that they're creating their own feelings and they're looking to try to change the world so that they can feel better. And I recognize myself in that. And there are times that I do that too. Like if so-and-so would just act a certain way, I could feel better. Sometimes I catch myself and go, oh, wait a minute. It's not what that person's doing. It's how I'm thinking about it. Sometimes I don't catch myself. Sometimes I stick with it for a while. But that's being human, right? Anyhow, I told you this because I was listening to Dr. George Pransky this morning. He was talking about levels of what I equate to as consciousness. He's talking about just kind of levels of where people are in life, as in the level at which they have fun. And he said, there are no fun people, there are some fun people, and there are all fun people. And when he's talking about fun, what he said in his recording was, he's talking about the level at which people are engaged with life, that they are alive, that they, you know what, I'm going to read it because I actually wrote it down. So hold on a second. What he said was vitality, fullness, satisfaction, being touched by life and feeling the aliveness. Basically, you're nourished by life, the more fun you're having in life. And there was something he said as he was going along that really struck me, other than what I just said. And I had to stop the recording and write it down and really reflect on it. And what he said was, it's a lot easier, again, I'm going to read this. It's a lot easier to enjoy life than it is to get a life you enjoy. And I had one of those, Scooby-Doo moments where I'm like, huh? Wait a minute. Roll back the tape. Let me listen to that again. And his point was that if you just are enjoying what's happening in life and you don't put too much expectation on how things should be, then you can enjoy where you're at so much easier than trying to go after a life you think you will enjoy and putting yourself through that pressure and stress. That was kind of the bottom line. But the point is that that's an insight for me. It's a lot easier to enjoy life than to get a life you enjoy is a hell of an insight for me, because I see that in myself. I see that in other people. Like the I'll be happy when scenario. I'll be happy when I get a new car. I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when my kids behave better. Instead of just being engaged in the moment and enjoying where you are. And I find that when I can do that, when I can set that mental chatter down, set it down, I am in a much more settled place. Easy for me to say. I'm not worrying about what's not going right in my life. I'm not putting too much expectation on myself and other people. And I can just enjoy being with them. I can just enjoy being in the moment. This morning is Tuesday. I'm off for the next 3 days. And I let myself sleep in late, just have a leisurely breakfast. I'm telling myself I need to get the video out. I need to do the email. I was like, you know what? It will happen. Something will occur to me, as it always does. And I didn't pressure myself to do it. So I guess what I'm sharing is that insights are individual. And sometimes we have an insight that we think is amazing. And when we share it with another person, they're like, okay. And we can get kind of down about that, like maybe our insights aren't the insights we think they are. And what I want to say is insights are individual. They speak to you. And they may not speak to another person, and that's okay. And that may be because of the mood you're in. It could be the mindset you're in. It could be because of the context of what's being said or done. It could be the context of your own thinking in the moment, right? But insights are what change our lives. When we see different, we do different. I talked about that a little bit yesterday when I was talking about celiac and how I just stopped eating gluten. And some people say to me, oh my God, I could never do that. Well, of course they couldn't. They didn't have the insight I had, right? Sometimes if you see life a certain way and someone says to you, oh, I could never do that. Or I don't see how you see that. It's because they didn't have insights that you've had. That's all. They're just at a different level, a different place than you are. It's not good, bad, right, wrong. It's just different because we all see the world different. So if you have an insight and someone else doesn't share it and doesn't get it or doesn't get excited about it, that doesn't mean that it's not valid for you. It could be very valid. It could be life-changing for you. And that's okay. And that's it. That's what I had for today. Hopefully that's helpful for you. And, if these videos are helpful or not helpful, or you're having insights of your own, I would love to hear them, because there's nothing more exciting for me than when someone has an insight of their own and it kind of changes their lives. I love that. That's what, for me, what I do with coaching is all about. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.